My name is Lucilla Giuliani. I'm a lawyer qualified in Italy, Spain, and England and Wales, as I passed the QLTS on my first attempt. I've worked in the legal department of two multinational companies, Piaggio and General Electric, in Italy, Spain, and the UK. I'm an Italian lawyer, also qualified in Spain. I'm currently a contract risk manager at GE Power and Water. In my daily job, I negotiate international contracts for the sale of power plants and power plant equipment globally. Most of these contracts are governed by English law. I've learned a lot from experience, but I deemed of paramount importance to enhance this experience by adding an academic structure, a skeleton to this experience. The QLTS helped me achieve this goal. I have extremely limited time. I knew from the beginning that the only chance I had to pass the exam was to go straight to the point without wasting time in selecting textbook, finding study groups. So the QLTS School provided me upfront with the tools I needed. No doubt the school helped set the grounds to be successful. The material for the MCT was accurate. The material for the OSCE, which is by far more difficult, at least that was my experience, helped me understand what I had to focus on. I found extremely beneficial the mock test for the MCT, which I finally passed with one of the highest pass marks. It took me 1.5 years to pass the exam. I devoted to the exam every weekend, and during the week I would study every day from 6, 5:30 to 9, so 3 hours usually before going to work. And then I would study any time I had available during the day, if I had the time available. I have to say that it has been a huge effort from both a personal and a family perspective. My company was extremely supportive of this effort aimed at professional development. I was given time off a couple of weeks before the exams, and everybody was willing to help. I felt very much confident at the MCT. I found the OSCE far more challenging due to the amount of material, and this is why the school was extremely important to understand what I had to focus on. I'm currently a contract risk manager at GE Power and Water. I support the commercial team in the negotiation of international contracts for the sale of power plants and power plants equipment globally. The QLTS helped me do better my job, as it gives me a better understanding of the legal background of the contracts I negotiate. It means that it is easier for me to negotiate counter proposals and fallback positions. My advice to those preparing the QLTS is to study and not to look for shortcuts. If you study, you'll pass the exam at your first attempt, no doubt about that. And as far as the time is concerned, it really depends on your personal circumstances and the time available. If you study only part-time, probably a reasonable time for the MCT is 5-6 months, and the reasonable time for the OSCE is unfortunately much longer than that. So maybe 8-9 months and a lot of practice. I would recommend the QLTS to those who work in a common law environment and have a civil law legal background. I believe that it really adds a huge value being able to work as a bridge between civil law and common law legal concepts. I take for granted a strong legal academic background. And in addition to that, a modern lawyer must be able, in my opinion, to keep pace with developments not only internally but also on an international basis. Save for those few who work purely on internal matters, a modern lawyer must be able to talk with foreign clients, and in order to understand their needs, it must be able to translate legal concepts.